All right, I guess I'm on a standard kick for a little bit today, but I did say I was going to build this deck, and so I wanted to play it real quick. The AggroMentals, I ran up against, I was playing the Teamer Elementals deck, and I just realized that all my best cards were just the Gruul stuff, were just, it's very aggro and really cool. And so I wanted to try it out and see how well it did in standard right now. So we're going to take it into an event and see how it does. But basically what we're trying to do is we have some good one drop, Scorch Spitter, Healer of the Glade. I'm not running Spitfire, and I'm not sure if I should be. I'm not really sure what I go down for. Let's go 2 Spitfires, 1 Scampering Scorcher, because this would actually work really well with it. And 1, maybe Chandra's Regulator. Yeah, we'll go like that. All right. So we are going to play a Spitfire. I just barely built this deck. I've not tested it at all. So we're going to see how it does for us. But sometimes these are the best games. Basically what we're trying to do though is the Chandras work great with this. Chandra creates 2 elementals for us. Other Chandra, you can take up and give all elementals +2/+0. The Chandra's Regulator would be really nice because every once in a while we can pay 1, give everything +4/+0, which is bonkers, especially if you can go wide with this deck. But the chances of that working perfectly, I'd rather have the Chandra Spitfire, because we can also just ping 2 damage to the opponent, get in for what? That's 6 points of damage for 1 turn with the Chandra. That's just these pieces. We had Scampering Scorcher to go wide, all that stuff. But the main thing that Elementals were missing beforehand that didn't make him really good, and the reason why it hasn't really been visited back for a while, is we didn't have a good top end creature. It was like, okay, all the small stuff has to do well. We have to go wide and, you know, win with our Creeping Trailblazer, getting everything just a little bit bigger and swing in by going wide, which we can kind of do here still. But Tectonic Giant is the one card that is like, okay, now we can go a little bit beefy as well in case our go wide strategy doesn't really work. So there's a little bit more, it kind of fills the deck out a little bit better. I have 2 Light Up the Stages to draw us more cards, Overgrowth Elemental to grow, pump some things for us, as well as whenever other things die, it gains us life and puts counters onto it. Works really great with Chandra here. I probably ought to go to 4 copies. I really don't know the numbers on this one just yet. But Chandra's Embercat is amazing, helps us ramp. Runaway Steamkin, amazing, helps us ramp. We're kind of just splashing the green here for Creeping Trailblazer. Healer of the Glade, the occasional ability to gain life is really nice, and it's a pretty good 1-drop. It's a 1/2 that can become a 2/2 with a Creeping Trailblazer pretty quickly, a lot of the other stuff we have. So it's a good 1-drop for us. So let's go ahead and take this into the gameplay, see how this does for us, and yeah, wish me luck. Okay, taking this one into a standard event again. I do just like this style of gameplay. I think it's really fun. You tend to see different types of decks in this format than just the typical ranked, I don't want to lose my rank as I'm playing this. This is more just like, okay, we're going to see some good decks. I think this is powerful enough to hopefully win me some coins, but that's about all. All right, we'll keep this. I'm debating if I want to throw out this Temple of Baton first. Creeping Trailblazer. It'd be nice to get out just Scorch Spitter, Embercat, Spitfire. If we have an untapped land, then great. The Creeping Trailblazer. But otherwise, that's a pretty good line as well. Let's go Scorch Spitter. What's up, Riddle? Tom Marvolo Riddle? Perhaps? Ooh, Chandra. Now we're definitely going to ramp up into that. Alright. Swing in with Scorch Spitter. Yeah, Embercat is a ramp spell for us, and it's a pretty good one. Paradise Druid. A Temple of Abandon. Another Embercat. We probably hit something better. Would not want another land though. It is action. I think this one's going to close out semi quickly. Let's see here. Do I want to go for Chandra and just get it out? With Creeping Trailblazer, it's amazing, but we get that next turn. So what I think I want to do is I'm going to attack in with Scorch Spitter first. See if they trade off. If not, we get a really good Spitfire for the next turn. But I didn't want to show that we had the Spitfire, so they would, you know, remove it right away. Yeah, I think this overall helps us out, because next turn we get Creeping Trailblazer and Chandra Acolyte of Flame. Swing in for a ton of damage. It'll probably be like, gosh, like 10, 12 damage. This will become a 5/3 after the shock. This will be a 2/1. And these guys will each be 2/1s. Should be good. That's the plan. They get 4 mana here, though. Let's see. Vraska is a possibility to kill Spitfire. This could be Sultai, and they're just not hitting their blue mana. Yeah, so eat to extinction. All right, that's fine. It is annoying we lose 5 points of damage, but we gain a lot back. All right, so Creeping Trailblazer.
Anyone need a match?
Yep, swing in. 4, 6, 7, my bad. Down to 10, pass the turn. And we also get to just pump with Creeping Trailblazer potentially next turn. Let's see if they have another removal spell. Murderous Rider would be annoying. Okay, Spawn of Mayhem comes out. Cool. All right, let me do the math here. So they block Embercat.
Go get 'em, buddies.
They take 1 here. They block an elemental. Maybe they block here. We're losing Chandra next turn. We get in for still quite a bit. Let's swing in like this. So I'm assuming, so Spawn of Mayhem can kill Scorch Spitter. They can block Paradise Druid on the Creeping Trailblazer. That would be their best way to block. Okay, they block there. This forces us to pump. Holding back the Embercat might have been nice. We get in for 6. Down to 3. We play a second Scorch Spitter. They probably have to lose this. Spawn of Mayhem's going to be killing themselves here pretty soon. Maybe they want it to die. That's actually a tough choice. We will pump here. I think that keeping this alive will be necessary. Yeah, so they stay alive, go down to 3, pass the turn, go down to 2 after Spawn of Mayhem trigger. We get 1 more point of damage, so Spawn of Mayhem asks to die, or they have to kill, or they can give it lifelink. Nice. Spawn of Mayhem with lifelink. Wow. Now they probably just wanted to keep it as a blocker. I feel like they've got to. Swings in. Okay, okay. Yeah, how many elementals can we get down to make it actually kill them here? That took away a lot of our elementals. That's game. Okay, that's game. Don't have a disfigure.
So much to do, so much to see. Fired up.
Pump, pump. Swing in for 8.
Oh, I just want to hug all those fire critters.
Don't have a disfigure. Whew, okay. Actually, is disfigure? I've been playing so much historic. I don't remember what's in standard, what's not right now. Oh man. All right, let's go to game 2. That worked out pretty well. That was a little bit risky. I did not expect the Shadow Spear there. I was kind of just focusing on them not being able to gain life. Ferocidon might be a good thing. I mean, by the way, again, I'm thinking historic. That's a historic card. I played a lot of historic recently. And guys, for everyone that's saying historic is not a thing or not fun, it is so much fun. Card gets Tyrain. Bring it on, Tyrain. I think that's how you say that. Only 1 red mana. I think we've got to mulligan this. It's really not that great of a hand. Oh man, these slow lands are kind of hurting us. I like getting to something big. We'll probably drop our life gain. I could drop our expensive stuff. Tectonic Giant, we can hopefully run into another one. We're playing 4 of them. That gives us a little bit more early game interaction. Keep this, drop the Giant. Another Spitfire. We just need lands. Have to hit our lands. Untap land would be sweet. No luck for Jeffrey. To the bottom, gotta hit our lands. Let's go Scorch Spitter. Pass the turn. Paradise Druid. What are we playing this turn? I really want to get down Spitfire. So let's go ahead and swing in first, see what they do. Again, don't want to give them the information that they should be blocking and killing that. Because once they have the Spitfire out, once we have the Spitfire out, it's pretty bad. Let's see what removal they've got. We've probably got it. Conclave Tribunal, all the bad things. Tectonic Giant would be good for next turn as well if we don't get to hit this Spitfire. Matras Blessing. Oh, nice. He could have done that at instant speed, giving themselves indestructible, but that's fine. Whatever. Okay, Giant is pretty nice though. No attacks past the turn. All right, so we are up against an enchantment deck, and they've got the pieces so far. All right, Sentinel's Mask gets to gain some life this turn, and all that glitters. And Vigilance. Oh my gosh. Life gain is only this turn. No blocks. Okay. Our Creeping Trailblazer is at least something that can get pretty cool, get pretty big. Okay, Creeping Trailblazer, Healer of the Glade. Let's hope they can't give it flying for next turn. We're probably just going to be blocking. No attacks past the turn. They're gaining tons of life, though. Actually, no, they only gain life on the one turn. All that glitters again. They don't have Trample yet. They have Trample. All right. That's cool. Now what do we do? No blocks. I was thinking that our Creeping Trailblazer can at least get really big. But how big is really big? Yeah, only a 6/6. Yeah, good game. Sounds good, Tyrain. You got it. Yeah, that deck is really good if they hit all the right pieces at the right time. And when it does it, it's really good. We didn't have board wipe in our deck. That's part of the issue of running Gruul, is that you get got by decks like that a little bit easier. Oh, Balderdash. All right, up against Drunk Sinatra. Bring it on, Drunk Sinatra. I wonder if he sings like a Drunk Sinatra as well. We don't have green, but I think this is still keepable. We have some ramp in 2 forms here. I think I'd actually rather guarantee have ramp and get the Tectonic Giant. That's kind of interesting. I really want to get to this Tectonic Giant next turn. And Steamkin is really good, yes, but if we're just wasting another turn or two, it's not that great. Alright, let's hope they don't have Quench. Can't draw green mana, so... Anytime it becomes a target of something, we also get to do 3 damage to them. So if they're playing Bounce, we get to do 3 damage to them. All that kind of stuff is really good here. Okay, it's a fairy. A spell opponent's controls. So that means anything that's on the stack, not anything that's permanent. Doesn't count. Like, it can be a permanent spell. It doesn't have to be instant and sorcery, but as long as it's not resolved yet is the main thing. Steamkin, Chandra for the next turn. Add some mana. We can have a pretty big turn for the next turn. Alright, kill Teferi. We may just want to play this out there and be a little bit more secure for against a board wipe. I can play Chandra and Steamkin. We'll do that. We'll get a Planeswalker out there.
Hey, I'm Chandra. I'm getting the heck of this.
Okay, go Steamkin, pass the turn. Now if they have board wipe, this is still quite a bit of damage just this alone. Deputy of Detention, takes a Steamkin. That's cool. Alright, swinging with Embercat real quick. Yeah, takes it. Steamkin. Add mana. Giant. Mono red elementals isn't too bad either. The green is nice for the Creeping Trailblazer, but we almost don't even need it. It would be nice to get out an Overgrowth Elemental, especially before, well, I guess before board wipe wouldn't work really well. The biggest thing that green is missing right now is there's no way to create indestructibility at instant speed. At least I don't think I know of any. Maybe there's some at 2 mana, which is possible. Alright, it's a very time twist, pretty nice here. Nice. We get the double Steamkin this way. We're just going to start going for some damage dealing in this, though. That takes the Steamkins. That's good.
I'm happy as a hellion to start some fires. Go get 'em, buddies.
Yeah. This is all stuff that doesn't die to board wipe very easily. I'm debating, though, with Deputy Detention out. They could just hit some of these guys, but I think we win that matchup. So we get to choose one for the next turn. How much damage do I just want to be doing to their face? So they're blocking, what? 3 damage? They'll take 3, 7, 12 plus 3. We have 2 damage here. I think I just want to go damage right now. Okay, they block the Embercat. Alright, that means they most likely have board wipe here. They're okay with these Steamkins coming back. So they have the board wipe. That's fine. We win with the Chandras if they have board wipe, though. Elite Guard Mage, that doesn't do anything. Good game. Yep. These guys are so good against control. That's like the main reason, is that this combination here are just, it's really powerful against control, because control can take care of one thing or another, but not all of it. Yep. Good game, good game. That's fun. That is very fun. Alright, 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's keep going. What you got, sir? Up against Korora. Bring it on, Korora. 12. Korora. This is a busted hand. This seems pretty good. Again, Steamkin is seeming kind of weak so far. It's not a bad card at all to have, but I'm thinking Scorchbitter, Embercat, Spitfire is the way to be going here. And then we get the Creeping Trailblazer on the turn after. We swing in for like 10 or something. What you got? Archite Troll. Okay, that's different than what we've seen so far. Alright, shock ourselves. Steamkin is a good way to get around that now. I really want to get to the Chandra, though. We have to deal with just big, beefy stuff here soon. Let's go Embercat. I think the ramp is still going to be better, because if we hit an untapped land, we get Steamkin and Trailblazer, or, you know, Chandra. There's a lot of things that can go right. So the guaranteed ramp is good. Always good. Especially on a 2/2 body. That's something that, like, all the other 2-mana ramp spells don't really have. Paradise Root is really good, but it ain't this good. Alright, we don't have removal. That's bad. This could very well not be good for us. As Trample, we're not going to block. I guess we could double block. I want to see if they are showing anything in their hand. They may be willing to trade off like this. Are we? They keep doing more pump spells. I'm figuring they have like giant growth or something like that here. Down to 14. Ooh. All right, we just have to survive a turn or two, and we're gonna be able to do enough damage that it shouldn't matter. So do I go for Spitfire here, or Trailblazer? How much do we just need to be getting in damage early or not? Is the question. So I could Chandra, but that just dies as Barkhide Troll. I could Spitfire, maybe keep him back a little bit. And then if we get our double Chandra out, we should be in good shape. I could just Trailblazer swing in for a bunch. They could have like Stony Strength, which brings them back unblocked. I think the Spitfire is the better play. We need to have a legitimate threat on the board. Swing in. There is a spell, I think it's 1 or 2 mana, I can't remember, that puts a counter on something and untaps it. And it would be really good in a deck like this. Down to 18, past the turn. Alright, no fight spells. That's what we wish. Not fight you. We want to race. Let's go racing. I think that we could win the race. Generous Stray. Nice card. Alright, is this just the basic deck? Okay, now I feel a little bit worse about thinking this through so much. If this is just the basic starter deck. They were probably not in as much trouble. I mean, this is still a good start no matter what. No blocks. We'll take it down to 10. We should be able to still race them here and win the race. Double Creeping Trailblazer. Alright, let's go Steamkin. If they have something big, hopefully this can at least slow them down a bit. Creeping Trailblazer. Counter on the Steamkin. Deal a damage, kill a cat. I'm assuming they'll trade off here. They should. Hit in for 5. Yeah, okay, this might be a new player, and I'm just like way overthinking things. Okay, I feel a little bit bad about this now. We also have the mana. Is this for Chandra abilities? Only to cast elemental spells. It doesn't work for Creeping Trailblazer's ability. Yeah, I've been way overthinking this. Now, I think that now that we know what's going on, we do need to slow them down a bit. Let's see, do we just win next turn? How do we win? Let's go ahead and block. Down to 8. Yeah, I don't think our life total can drop too low. That could be very bad for us. Chandra, Acolyte of Fame,
It's better than having
Weeping
plans.
Trailblazer.
Basically, anything. Go get 'em, buddies.
Yeah, swing like that. I don't think we have lethal this turn unless they didn't block at all. Down to 6, past the turn. Okay, it's actually amazing though. Starter decks can win games. We're playing a pretty good synergistic deck, and I do feel like their deck, if they hit the right stuff, could totally destroy us. Just because it's mono green, I think that mono green is one of those that's just like, if it's not taken care of the right way, right away. So they could have giant growth here. I'm going to go ahead and just block. Just in case they have giant growth. If they have double giant growth, then we're done for. Rose cycle. Okay, we stay alive. Woo! All right, I called it. We should be able to win now. Prized unicorn. Ready?
Be afraid, wizard.
Yeah, create some elementals.
Oh, they're so cute.
Pump them all up.
Let's get stoked.
Swing in for a bunch and a half, and that's game. That was still a very scary game though. Especially because people, like, these starter decks don't play the cards you're used to, and so you're like, okay, what could they have? I forgot all about Growth Cycle, which is a good card. Alright, here we go again. 3-1 so far. So we have the winning title. We have to get to 5 in order to even get our monies back. And that's all that we want. And some. Monies and some. Up against a leak. I'm going to keep this. A 3-mana thing. We get a scry here to hopefully dig for something that's a 2-drop. Don't want that right now. We need to hit a 2-drop. Gutter bones. Bones. Oh, this is bad. Dang it. Okay. Now we're probably just going to lose our Chandra. Acolyte of Flame. But if we don't, then we got some good stuff later on. Scampering Scorcher is probably going to be pretty good against this deck. Unless they hit the Mayhem Devil. Down to 17. Scorch Spitter. Scorch Spitter is kind of interesting. Like, it could at least block some stuff, but...
Chandra,
Should I take up here? Man.
Don't worry.
I don't think there's a great chance of them having something with haste. If they do, its damage just goes at a planeswalker, not our face, and that helps us hopefully get to our Tectonic Giant and Scampering Scorcher and things like that. Which, alright, we sack a planeswalker anyway. Okay. Okay, alright then. Gotta track ourselves. Giant! Don't have any more of those. Scampering Scorcher might have been better against this deck. But if they have Mayhem Devil, I guess they didn't have any sack outlets yet. Witch's Oven, okay. So do I bring out the Chandra? I think we do that after Scampering Scorcher. Yeah, Scampering Scorcher. This is pretty good against what they have on board. Attack with everything. Let's look at some cards here. Life gain. Both gain us life. Whenever another creature we control dies. Let's go for Overgrowth Elemental. Do they get to see this? Yeah, they do. Blocks the giant, sacks it, yep, all the jazz. Down to 14 past the turn. Ah, the Mayhem Devil. The thing we fear greatly. That brings it back. It's to sack 2 more things. It's kill 2 more elementals out of the stage. Oh, golly. Alright, we need to find a way to kill this quickly. So if they know that they have another Witch's Oven, another Cauldron Familiar. So if we swing in with the Giant, they may just double block. But I mean, if we get to kill Mayhem Devil, I'm fine with it. So what I'm hoping for is that they block one of these guys with the Mayhem Devil. What's their life total at? We may just need a race. Dig for cards, though. The big Chandra would be pretty good. Oh, that's so bad in this matchup. Trailblazer dies every time they sack Cauldron Familiar. So I guess we grab the Chandra. Please block with Mayhem Devil. Alright, doesn't look like they're gonna do it. In that case, I really don't know what we can do. Maybe I should have played out the Overgrowth Elemental first. Okay, Elemental, target the Giant. Give him a target to kill so that Overgrowth Elemental doesn't die. I really don't know what to do anymore with this. The double Witch's Oven means that everything's gonna die. We really just had to find an answer for Mayhem Devil, otherwise we're done for. If we can find Big Chandra, we have a shot. Yeah, we're just basically dead now, aren't we, huh? You get to swing in for lethal. Alright, good game. Yep. That's a tough one. I think that we can beat that deck almost every time unless they get the Mayhem Devil. Mayhem Devil is just busted. And so that means we probably ought to be running something like Scorching Dragonfire in this deck. Maybe just a little bit of removal. Yeah. I mean, we're a go wide deck, and so playing a bunch of removal doesn't fit as well. But we could probably throw in like 2 copies of Scorching Dragonfire just as a hope that it works. Maybe Lava Coil instead. We'll keep this. Double Runaway Steamkin into Chandra's. Seems pretty good. Hopefully we hit lands along the way. Or more cheap stuff. There's the ramp we wanted. Yeah, every time I think Embercat's just better than Steamkin. Whenever you cast your first spell during your opponent's turn, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and you scry 1. Alright, they have a way to deal with the Chandra. Let's go Steamkin, Scorch Spitter. Let's just get a big amount of ramp going here. Pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have a Flame Sweep. That would actually make sense with playing this. That could be bad, actually. Mischievous Chimera. Actually a pretty good card. I'm intrigued to see how that does. Okay, Chandra, Acolyte of Flame. See if they have a counter spell. Negate. Most people aren't really playing Negate these days.
I'm happy as a hellion to start some fires. Say hi to my fiery friends.
Okay, attack in, hold back the Spitter. Borrows. Alrighty. Takes 1, has a good answer for Chandra, kinda. We just need to start getting in damage.
I'm telling the abbots.
Let's scry. Another Steamkin. 3 Steamkins doesn't seem bad. But against this deck, is it good? I mean, we have a handful of action, and all of it is good action. Let's go for Overgrowth Elemental, though. Throw it onto the Scorch Spitter. This is really good for when Chandra's stuff dies. See if it gets countered. Maybe we should have played these guys out first. I didn't think about a shock or something. Okay, Ionize. Man. Well, that's really good.
Go get him, buddy.
Swing in. Down to 15, pass the turn. And they get to scry every time. Lose Chandra. We're gonna go for maybe Tectonic Giant. We're holding up 2 counter spells. Let's go Steamkin, Steamkin. Steamkin. Just wanted to see if they had another Ionize or not there. This is just any spell, so we'll see if they flash in like a Fairy Vandal or something. Down to 13, okay. Brazen Borrower. Getting their race on, huh? You get a swing for 5. Do they have a flame sweep? Okay, Steamkin number 3. They don't have counter spells here. We get to empty our entire hand. I guess it's not quite our entire hand. That's annoying. Are we still winning their race at least? Not even close, huh? Down to 8. I mean, we have lethal on board, I guess. Keeps one on top. That's not good. Okay, down to 4. All we want to do is create as much damage as possible. So we're going to throw out the Chandra Acolyte of Flame over anything else. Another Chimera, so they have a blocker. They get to deal 2 damage. We're just going for Chandra. Anything in here? Nope. They have another bounce spell. Flinch. Okay. Do we have lethal if they block? So they block here. They take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They resolve. Don't pay. Oh, I guess we can't pay for it anyway. Okay, attack in, and we should win. Whew, that was a close game. They had all the pieces. I don't know why they attacked them with this Chimera. If they had another one, I think they could have just won by casting spells on our turn, basically. I guess it's only the first time you cast a spell. They do the damage. All right, we got 4 wins, so we're at least positive. Got our monies back. We want to get more, though. We need more. The greed is real, peoples. We need all the monies. This deck definitely needs more interaction. I'm not sure. Again, Gruul is one of the hardest colors to have interaction on, though, because like you want to go aggro enough that they have to interact to you or be dead, and that's basically what we're doing with the deck. That's how it's built right now, and so it works. I want to keep this. It's a little bit funky, but we have at least 2 spells we can cast, and we have a good curve if it works out. Overgrown Elemental is actually pretty good with Steamkin. We can put the counter onto it, even though it's not a red spell. Although I'll probably put it onto the Healer of the Glade just to... It has a good body. A 2/3 is better than a 2/2. It dodges a lot more removal. Alright, give me manas. Give me the manas. I believe in it. I believe in a thing called love, but the deck does not. Dang it. Oh, that's probably game right there, and that's probably the rest of it all. If we hit the land there, I think that we had a pretty good shot at winning. Now, man.
You'll thank me later.
We're done for. We're done for.
Don't worry. I got this.
Hey, don't worry. I got this. Alright, Chandra. That lets us at least kill THB.
Without me. Go get him, buddies.
You 2 there. You go here. They probably block here. Now we want the Overgrowth Elemental with Chandra. These guys get massive. Super good and all. Archon. Sun's Grace. Well, that's bad. Chandra will be kind of nice. I think we actually need the mana to get to the big Chandra. Okay, Overgrowth Elemental. Counter there. This has lifelink, so we won't swing in. Sack him. Gain 2 life. Get 2 counters. Pass the turn. Now what you got? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. It's like 10 p.m. I'm hitting like the loopy stage, the first loopy stage before you get the tired stage, and then you get the second win, and then the crazy loopy. So I'm only a little bit loopy, just a little bit. Okay, Chandra, not dead, but not great for us, Rutler. Okay, another Teferi. Bounce Overgrowth Elemental. Yeah.
Time. I've got it.
Okay, land. Steamkin. Overgrowth Elemental. Yes, counter on the Healer of the Glade.
Oh, they're so cute.
Okay, these go there. Just in case they have some sort of like unsummon spell or whatever. That would be pretty devastating. So we'll go ahead and swing in with everything. Kill another Teferi. We don't have actually, we have a great answer for this Archon of Sun's Grace. And they haven't actually played any enchantments or anything just yet. So, I mean, like, we're doing okay. There's the first one. But we can deal with 2/2s. That's fine. What we can't deal with is this. So, if we can hit a land here, we're in great shape. They kill Chandra. But little do they know it's the itty-bitty little tiny Chandra, not the massive awesome one that we don't get. I guess we can try pumping Steamkin. Scorcher doesn't seem that great here. Overgrowth Elemental. Put it on Healer of the Glade. Absorb. Mysticule the speed. Back in for 5. I'm assuming they just take it. Yep, pass the turn. I said this one was going to be a hard one. We started off a little bit slow. I think if we had been a turn earlier with all of these lands and everything, we would have a shot. But now, I'm not so sure. Yeah, now it's definitely over. If we hit land, we can kill Archon of Sun's Grace. And if this is one of those decks that only plays a couple of them, then maybe. Alright, we get to get a draw next turn. Maybe? Alright, Mystical Dispute, that's game. Alright. Yeah, there's no real way back from that. They get enough ponies that I don't think that we can race them, especially with the life gain that they get for the next couple turns. So 4 wins, 3 losses. That's where it's going to end today. Maybe I could have stayed in that game a bit longer, but I don't think it was worth it. So overall, I think the deck is powerful. I think it definitely needs a bit more interaction. I think that with Archon of Sun's Grace in the picture, Lava Quills is more important. It could also be Domri's Ambush. I think Domri's Ambush so I think the removal that you can go with, first off, I don't know why we weren't running Cast Iron Breath. Definitely throw it in there. At least Oh man, we have so many tap lands though. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, the mana base can definitely be fixed. We probably just run... I don't even know. All right, but Domri's Ambush would be pretty good here. Thrash Threat would be okay. Yeah, Thrash Threat would be okay. Or Lava Coil. I'm not sure what you go down, but that's my recommendations as far as if you're trying to add a bit of removal. You can maybe go down... Maybe the Scampering Scorchers. I don't know. Those are so good with this Chandra. Maybe the light up the stages, but you need the card draw. I really don't know. It's a hard deck to kind of piece together the right way. There's a lot of good pieces. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.